So a bit of a late match reaction to the game last night. Have been busy since then, as you can tell. But Arsenal 2, Sevilla nil. I'm gonna say it straight off the bat. Wasn't a great performance. We were good in some spells, but obviously we'll get into that. And overall a pretty easy game, I must say. But before we do get into a bit of detail, make sure you like, sub, and sharing the content around. I haven't actually checked how the last video is done, but hopefully with the recurring pattern it's done well, and obviously hopefully this one does well as well. But we are going to get into it. Obviously we welcomed Sevilla to the Emirates. About 11 days ago we played them out in Spain, in Seville, got the 2-1 win, and this week we take them back to the Emirates needing a win because obviously we have lost our last two games against West Ham and Newcastle, so it was obviously better put things right. With regards to the starting 11, it is the same as last game. However, it was Leandro Trossard coming in for Eddie Nketiah, and he didn't disappoint at all. I thought Trossard was brilliant. I think he did start off the game a bit slow, but I believe he was the one that gave us a bit of energy to sort of go on. And yeah, his finish didn't have a, it was harder to sort of miss, I guess, than score it. But obviously, brilliant work from Jorginho. What a ball that was. Into Bukayo Saka, had to beating him his man from early. Squares it to Trossard, boom, 1-0. And just thinking from there, it's about controlling the game, trying to get the later goals. And obviously, it took a while to actually get going again, you could say. Obviously, just controlling the game. Sevilla offered absolutely nothing. I don't think they had their first shot until like the last kick of the game. But obviously we were controlling stuff, keeping it ticking. Martinelli on the other side, I want to talk about him because look, he was class today. Wasn't great against Newcastle, albeit he had our only shot on target. But the right back got absolutely skinned, if I'm being honest. Surprised he didn't get booked or sent off or anything. Same with the left back that was on Bukayo Saka, and look, Martinelli got the beating of his man at least like 10 times from what I can remember from the game. And yeah, the front three performed well. And then you go to the midfield, Declan Rice was just being Declan Rice, winning the ball back, driving forward, almost being up front at one point. And then Jorginho played very well, had a couple stinkers, but in the last 2 games, obviously, but I played well tonight. We'll get on to the other midfielder in a minute, but we'll talk about Zinchenko coming on for Tomiyasu at half-time, which I thought was a bit odd, but at the same time, I wasn't too worried because they weren't offering anything. And as much as I don't rate Zinchenko, to be fair, he did play well when he got on. Nearly scored goal of the season. What a volley that was. That was going in. It was a good stop from the keeper. And then, yeah, David Raya had literally nothing to do. He could have been smoking a cigar on the go, and while the game was going on. And then Ben White, Saliba and Gabriel were just, themselves just keeping it ticking, just passing it around the back, just doing their usual stuff. And then obviously, apart from Saliba, who had to have that last-ditch tackle, which was a very good tackle. Otherwise he was in, and that would have been, I believe, 2-1 at the time. But yeah, he's so good that he didn't lose concentration. But there is one negative to this game, and it is Kai Havertz. This guy can't keep getting away with these crap performances. Should have scored him at the second minute. Had a free header, back stick, 3 yards out, and he put it about 6 yards wide. Like, I know this guy's low on confidence, but those goals you kind of have to score. And then had another shot that looks like it was going in, but it was a good block. And then had another one which was just wide the post. But still, the way this guy just slows down our gameplay. I know Smith Rowe's injured, and Vieira hasn't been doing too much off the bench. Obviously Martin Odegaard's apparently injured, but yeah, I believe otherwise. That's a whole different story in itself. But we've got to see more from Kai Havertz. To me, I'd just drop him out of the squad completely. I'd go with Rice, El Neni, and Vieira in midfield. At least it gives Fabio a bit of sort of freedom to run into space. But yeah, it wasn't a good performance for him. Other than that, standard procedure, one of the easiest games of the season to date. But we are going to end it here. Make sure you guys are like, sub, and sharing. And I will try to drop a preview to the Burnley game. I am working that day, so I'll probably miss the game because I won't have my phone on me. But hopefully we do end up smashing them because they have been absolutely woeful this season. But we'll get into that in a potential preview I'll do later. So remember, like, sub, and share, and I'll see you all later.